Alright, I lost the intro I did the other day, so I'm going to do another one. This is going to be my intro for all my practice casting that I'm going to do, the public and the private ones. So any constructive criticism you guys could give me is very much appreciated. I'm not amazing, and I could always improve. Not just always shit. Anything that would actually make me a better caster would be very appreciated. Thank you very much. The games you won't get that very toxic communities and environments, but these two teams they seem to get on quite well. They've scrimmed each other before. They might be setting up some scrim partner type of thing. I'm not sure if you really do that in Valorant, but at least in games I've previously played in, you have. So, Hyrdo5 starting on defenders today. Assailant starting on attackers. Bind, same map we did yesterday. But, I mean, as there are only, 5 maps in the game currently, there's not exactly much of a variety. So, can't really blame that too much on them just picking the same map over and over. It's more just... I mean, I don't even think Icebox is in competitive play at the moment. Again, something else I have to research. There's just so many things I've been researching and trying to remember, weapon names, call-outs. It's quite a lot to remember. But hopefully I'll get it down eventually. That's the plan anyway. And, yeah, I didn't figure out a way to actually get it to, show team names as in the actual team names, top right, top left. But like I said previously, I'll try to get some sort of overlay or something set up if I'm going to stream these more often. Just for, viewing purposes. It's quite... I mean, it's quite difficult for me to cast without knowing which team's which, just based off, just a quick glance at the screen. And it takes me a little bit of the round to start remembering it. When, especially if you're viewing, it can be a little bit confusing. So I'll try to get one of them sorted out. And I want it to look good, so it might take a little bit of time, but hopefully it's worth it in the end. I do have a pretty bad cough at the moment as well, so I might just pause up, mute up randomly, and cough my lungs out. Not into the microphone, because that's not a very pleasant viewing experience yet again, so... I'm going to come over here into Bind. It's interesting to see how these teams are going to have evolved. Okay, well, that's not worked, has it? I can't quite remember what it was or where it was that I changed, to be honest. This is... is it this? Was that the right one? No, that was not the right one. Well, I have no idea how you get rid of the massive boxes above people. We're just going to have to wing it. Yes, Eyes, legend. I'm not going to be interacting with chat in games as much because that's just how I would prefer to do it. I'd like to focus on the game as much as possible, especially considering I'm not very good at the spectator system. So we see Zero coming over here. I'm going to try and pronounce play names a little bit better. In bathrooms, going with some early info with a Sova Dart. It does reveal some people outside bathrooms, and we do know Assailant like to go with this 5-man plays, especially in the pistol round. Omen is looking to smoke out the site, and Jet, meanwhile, pushing in the back line, is maybe going to get caught out by some of the Killjoy traps. And they might go for a rotate off this, but currently it's going to looking like a bit of a 5v5 over on this A side of the map. Omen going in with the TP. Hitch did have some good gameplay yesterday, so I'm looking for him to come up again today. Unfortunately, it does not get that initial kill, and everyone's just kind of chilling around this CT spawn for the side of Hyrdo5. They're just waiting to see if they are going to engage and looking for more like a plain retake. They don't really want to play this site from a defensive standpoint. As you know, I feel like retaking sites in this game is a lot easier than actually holding them. Just the angles that you're given on defense just aren't as good and very easy to kind of peek into, like one angle at a time. Throwing down some utility onto this B side of the map. They should get bumped down for free in a 4v3. Looking at really quite good for the side of Assailant right now. Hyrdo5 with another kill. We were seeing him kind of entry frag yesterday, and he was popping off, and hopefully he can do some more of that today. 2v4 coming down to the site. There are a lot of crossfires available right now, but no trade in currently. Zero with a kill onto Mix. And both defending players looking at really quite low on HP, so just one well-placed shot could take out, I mean, even both of them at once if you talk about it, or a satchel charge, as we do see there come out from Hyrdo5. A flank coming in from Zero. He does miss the shots, and I really think he wished we were not spectating him at that current moment in time. Sorry we caught that whiff on camera, buddy, but if you're going to be pro in games, it's going to happen eventually. At least it's going to start now. At least it's going to, you know, at least you get it out of the way now, than it happening later in the game. And this is good. This is actually the first time you've seen an Assailant take a pistol round at the start of the map, I do believe. Again, I'm trying to remember things, but there's a lot of me for me to remember at the moment. I think this is the first time we've seen them take a pistol round in the scrims between the two teams. And they are opting for a lot of ghosts in this second round. Again, I think I'm going to have to check tab. It is going to be just a 5v5 pistol round, but with only classics on the side of Hyrdo5. Against the light armor and heavy armor that Nephilim's got out. It should, in theory, go the way of Hyrdo5, but we have seen some upsets with different buys in different rounds. Nephilim looking for this opening frag onto Jet is not going to get hit by the boom bot. Wall's going up onto site, and Chaos Knight with the satchel charges in, looking for the first kill, but it's actually Drap to get that first one. Jet diving over the site, does go down, but allows his team to shoot Chaos Knight in the back. So it is in an even 3v3 right now, with Omen looking quite low, so that Classic's going to be able to take him down quite effectively at close range, or even a long range, well placed headshot. And it looks like Hyrdo5 are going to come in through Hooker to try and retake this bomb site. All three of them looking for the kills together, which is probably how I would play this as well, taking down Hitch in the initial engagement, looking for this turret to go down, so Assailant aren't going to get any info off that. They did hear Killjoy place that alarm bot over by Lamp, so they should know that they're there, but they now know where everybody left is. But Alotune coming in pretty huge with those kills for his team, and it's just D'Alza looking for the bomb bait, trying to bait out and get this kill, otherwise it is going to be the Sova just playing for time. Does not manage to get the kill and may or may not get away with his life intact, unfortunately. Not going to be today that he saves his KD ratio. And Assailant taking round number 2. Sorry, I really don't want to read chat because it's distracting, but it's pretty hard because Eyes is a good friend of mine. But this is going to be the first semi-buy round, although D'Alza is actually going to opt for Phantom no armor, possibly. I've never really seen armor not be picked up in like actual gun rounds. I've already seen people go for like a lower tier of weapon, but I guess there's no real aim punch in this game for you to worry about with armor. So hopefully they will be okay with that one. We see Assailant knocking out a nice default across the map right now, playing very passively, waiting for some Hyrdo5 players to aggress up and hopefully get that kill. This is what we like to see. Some nice tactical play, not just bum rushing a 5 people onto one side, which they haven't done yet, which is also, again, nice to see. But this default is looking like it might finish over towards this B side of the map with Killjoy going into Hooker, or looking like she's about to with this bomb. And only a Cypher trap in Hooker to stop them actually getting out into sight, because no one's really holding that angle. It looks like Sova is going to come and take that job up. Going to drone it, see if there's anybody there. And Rise Moose on the other side of the map taking down Jet, who was looking, oh not Jet, Raze, sorry, who's looking to get a little bit aggressive in that smoke. And now they're a little bit confused. They don't know which side it's going to be. They have no real info into this round, other than that kill onto Raze. Flash does go out, so he's not going to have that for when they push onto this A site, which looks like they're going to do.
30 seconds left.
Smoke's coming through from Rise Moose, and they are in a 5v4 right now. 5v2 on his bomb site, sorry, tripping over my words right now. And again, I'm completely missing who I should be watching. But it is Rise Moose with our incredible flank onto 3 members of Assailant, and finishing that round very comfortably, only losing Omen, which is a pretty good trade considering he didn't have armor at the start of that round. And you get the first one on the board. I really do have to figure out if there's a better way to check people's weapons than pressing tab. It is rather unclean, but I guess it gives us an opportunity to look at the ultimates that are available across the board. Chaos Knight HD 5, 2 and 1. He does have his ult charged up along with Rise Moose, but that's mainly really used for information. So I'm not really going to see it, expecting to see it used here, especially as he's trying to play close angles with this Judge, which did work out quite effectively yesterday. We saw Drap using that to good effect, although it does look like they're not going to go close enough to him, so he might have to retake with a judge, which is not going to be very, you know, towards his favour, because it's not a very long range weapon. He's going to have to work really hard to get the angles for that to be effective. And there's lots of utility going back and forth, flashes, drones, darts, everything going which this way and that, to try and see who's going to push and get the first kill of the round. Drones do come through from both Sovas, and it looks like Assailant are going to move back. It does look like Hyrdo5 has read this. Sova is going back towards A heaven, and this is where the judge might come in huge. Nobody saw him, and he gets one kill, unfortunately not to be the second. But I would say with a judge, that's pretty much all you can really hope for, and if you get more, then it's just an added bonus on top. Bomb is going to go down. Zerai looking to push up here and get this kill onto the bomb planter. Does get it and spots out another person, Hooker, and it is just Nephilim left alive. He does have a weapon, but unfortunately the Alzad does... I've completely forgotten how to pronounce it. He told me in the pre-round lobby chat, and Alza... I really can't remember. It's something to do with being backwards, and I'm just going to call him like Zal or something. Zla. I have no idea. I'll ask him again. I'll get him to send me a voice snippet of him saying it. Try and remember it as much as I can. But an even game again across the board. We did see yesterday that Assailant were going even on one map, and it just completely swinging the side of Hyrdo5, so hopefully that isn't going to happen again today, and we get a nice close game. Always much more preferable. Ult does come through from Nephilim right here, looking for a kill spot. So Omen's going to run away from that. A good decision, if you ask me. No one is peeking him. He does have his knife out, unfortunately. He does not manage to get that jet in time. A nice little lineup from Alotun coming in from this bathroom side. Hopefully we'll spot someone out from Nephilim to take down. Spam comes through, lowers Nephilim down to 60 HP, and he uses Molotov to heal himself up. That's always interesting. I've always wondered how Phoenix players way up, like using their Molotov as a Molotov or using it as a healing tool. We do see Zerai come straight back through with the Hunter's Fury. Does manage to tag one player. I think he tagged that Arrays. Yeah, he did. So they know at least two people in bathrooms right now, because the other Sova just ulted from it. And again, it looks like it's going to finish up over towards this A side of the map, as they only have 45 seconds to rotate. Lockdown does come through from Killjoy, looking for anyone caught close, and Omen is going to TP out of that. A really nice usage of that ability, because now they have no idea where he is, and he didn't get caught in it. I shouldn't have really switched to him because we missed all the action. But it is going to be Hyrdo5 taking down pretty much everyone, mixed with a return kill onto Drap. And it's just Nephilim left alone. No utility, 69 HP. I'm not going to laugh at that because I'm very mature. No ult, no points. He's just going to look for some exit frags here at the bare minimum. Does not find one. Alza takes that triple kill, puts it in his back pocket, and says, I'm going to show you how good I am at Breach. It was Turbine playing Breach the other day, and he came into the lobby today, and he told me he was going to be playing Breach. So, you know, obviously I was a bit skeptical, because in this game teams do like to keep people on the same players as far as I'm aware. People go looking for team as a specific player and like as a specific character, not usually as a specific role, which is different to what I've seen across different FPS games. Moose is looking to set up some sort of smoke here over towards Hooker, maybe to bait out that he is over on that side of the map. They are going to go for a little aggressive angle here. We did see this yesterday with Drap holding this with an AWP. We do know he does hit those shots very regularly, but rare miss. But it's fine because Moose got that kill, got a kill, so they don't lose out on the first blood of the round. And Drap's just going to take this angle up again. Does get the drone down, but it is smoked off, so he's not able to get a kill from it. But some nice aggressive plays, and they get two kills. Well, they get one kill and one kill on the other side of the map. We do see people taking over the B side of the map right now. I don't really know why I'm not paying attention to that. Again, very distracted. They do have B right now. Killjoy is coming in with a bomb. Sova coming in through Hooker, looking to cover CT with the Sheriff he's got. Darting out to see if there is anyone there. Bomb goes down, turret comes up. And Nephilim's in a pretty nice position right here to hopefully get some kills. There's a lot of off angles you can play in this area. And Drap is going to ult over the site, see if he can get some picks. Really nice to see that. I do like to see Jets trying to get those freaky angles with Bladestorm. Unfortunately, just get a kill from it, but gets info that there's nobody hanging out in the middle of the open. So I guess that's a plus. Drap does get a kill onto Nephilim with that Bladestorm. So he's going to get that reset. He should have 5 knives up available right now. And he's looking for the kills onto the last defending players. He is right behind him, a little bit confused as to what's going on. Still doesn't know where they are. But Moose gets him in the end, and Diffuse coming in through just in the nick of time for them to get a 4th round on the board. That was quite amusing to watch. Killjoy was just chilling behind everyone. Only managed to get 1 kill out of it, but with a Sheriff, it's pretty hard to get more than 1. Unless you, line them up to the best of your ability, but with Jet moving around as much as she was, it would have been quite hard to get more than 1 in there, and to be honest, the round is pretty much over anyway. So I would say they'll be glad to get a bomb plant in that situation with the limited budget they had, and now they're coming into this round with full weapons. Granted, they don't have a NORP, but I think on the defensive side, people don't tend to opt for them. That is not the right person. Drap is what we're looking for. He's usually been getting the entry kills of the game, and speak of the devil, it takes our Altitude straight through smoke thanks to the help of his teammate Sovadark. Where Nephilim has taken a site partially, but goes down through his smoke, mixed with a trade onto Moose, and it's only Drap and Sova left on his A side right now. Chaos Knight is going to get a nice flank onto Zero Eye, and hopefully this other kill onto Dals does not connect it, but Hitch gets Drap in the meantime. And it's a 2v2 on the side. Cypher is making his way in, but Breach is looking quite low. Omen looking to TP somewhere. Hopefully this can get him some good info. Killjoy is set up. Does have lockdown available. Hasn't used it quite yet. Maybe they're confident they can take this 2v2 without it. Flashes come through for Hyrdo5 to take Hooker. Omen is going to TP up to Heaven into his own smoke, but in the meantime Mix is going to take 1 kill. Maybe thinking about using that lockdown. Does commit it in the 2v1. 2 ults go down to win that, but at the end of the day they kind of needed that round because they were pretty low on economy and they were down 4-2, so maybe not needed, but I mean in hindsight everyone is omnipotent, so couldn't really have known that they would need it. So I like the balls on it to just be like, right, well, I'm going to use it in a 2v1 because I don't want to lose it. Respectable play. And now Assailant are going to fall by coming into this round. The Owls are on a Bulldog, but I think a Bulldog can be quite ruthless. Chaos Knight doesn't seem to have a weapon. I'm not sure if that's by design or if he just has a classic full armor. With how much money did he have left over? 2.6k. He's going to pick up a weapon off Omen anyway, so not left in the dust in terms of weaponry. Nephilim is going to take a really nice aggressive peek onto Dalza and take him down. Is Zero left in this bathrooms area? 59 HP in a dream. Going to drone out. He's probably going to get taken down by Omen whilst he's getting his weapon out. That is exactly how it went down, and it's just Cypher left alone looking for some exit kills. A really nice off angle, so we might get some here. Maybe charge that ult up a little bit faster. Yeah, takes down Nephilim. There's no real way you could have known exactly where Turbine was going to be just because of the outlandish angle he was playing from. And hopefully no one else is going to push Turbine now that they know where he is. They can get away safely and save their weapons into the next round and bring it up 4-4. Gonna stay alive, as I would expect. Wasn't gonna go for that. I mean, he's good, right? But he's just not that good. He could win a 3v1, but it's not something you need to go for if you are in a 4-4. Well, it would have been 3-4, but a 4-4 situation like they were with low money. Better to just save the Phantom and hopefully carry his team through this round with the rifle. Maybe drop it to someone else, like, you know, Dalza, who's been getting a lot of kills. He's going to keep it for himself. Fair enough. Here. Looking for some like cam lineups or Sovadark lineups, something like that. And it is 3 people over towards this B side of the map. It looks like Assailant are looking towards there, so it might be quite interesting clash. Darts going through, flashes going through. looks like they might want to peek long, but all three members do fall back as they hear some utility coming through. Phoenix does get disrupted by the breach. Stun. But no one peeked after him, so he's safe to live another day.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Does decide to ult takes on that Cypher trap, spamming a little bit through the smoke. Hyrdo5 opting to just run away from this. Don't want to take the duel, but it looks like Nephilim's going to force it anyway, but Zerai does win that with a nice placed Deagle shot. Another one as well, taking down Hitch too, but Mix in with the return frag. Still got a lot of utility left. There is kind of everybody surrounding him on the site right now. It's just Nephilim left alone back here. I don't know if they know he's here. Even I didn't know he was here, and I can see everybody on the minimap, so this might be a really nice flank from them. Nobody's looking towards it, apart from Omen right now, but he did turn around. A little bit messy, but he gets the kill in the end. Flash out to try and find another one. And he's just looking to kind of work these 1v1s.
30 seconds left.
As he doesn't want to get peeked from multiple angles at the same time, so he just wants these 1v1s as cleanly as he can. Doesn't want to die to that again. He did die to it in a game previously, but we don't mention those ones. Does see someone in window looking for them to peek again, but he's got 13 seconds left, so what can he really do in this situation?
10 seconds left.
Gonna walk forward with his knife out, looking for this Cypher. He's not expecting to be that off angle, but gets him anyway. Goes for the clutch, but does not find the final kill. Alza, unfortunately, just at the wrong angle for Nephilim to be able to get that kill. It would have to have been a pretty inhuman spray down for him to have any hope of winning that. 5-4. I love seeing close games. The games we saw yesterday were close to some extent, and kind of getting taken away from Assailant towards the end. Maybe a little bit of a burnout in the games. Either way, I don't really know, but the closer they are, the more interesting. Orb, again, it does come out on Drap, so I'm going to try find a keybind for him, looking for a pick towards Hooker right now. But no one is there. But again, that's just information for him. Risemoose does get a pick through a little smoke, I think. Cypher comes down, comes out with some traps. Chaos Knight with a nice trade frag. Pops for ultimate, and Turbine doesn't expect anyone to be behind him in bathrooms. But Sova has been lurking that angle very well for pretty much most of the rounds. So he's going to take that one very happily, put it in his back pocket, and just charge his ult for that. So, why not? Breach coming through, looking for some utility placed onto site. Flashing default. Doesn't look like there's anyone in position to take advantage of someone being blind there, but still they are going to work their way into lamps. Clear it out methodically. Does not have any flashes left. Managed to flash the turret, but that's not really the target you want to flash. Chaos Knight protecting his teammates very well here. Mix peeking out from bathrooms and helping Killjoy stay alive, and then Mix with a fall away kill, taking another round 5-5. Sorry, I am just paying attention to other things right now. My bad. We do see 5 ultimates already across the board for Hyrdo5 right now, so I'm expecting to see some sort of aggressive play over here. Jet with a classic. They do have a very low buy round, but she does go for that Blaze Storm, looking for the initial kill. Sees Sova, doesn't have the reaction time to get that kill. Nephilim looking to just rush into this eco round and get some frags to charge his ult up. Which is a good idea, to be honest, because that ult is quite powerful, giving him a second chance at life. Omen pushing in. That is the wrong Omen. Oops. Omen pushing into the site. Behind Phoenix's wall. Doesn't manage to get a kill, but it's fine, because Nephilim's there to support him. ZY taking out the Sova from behind. They do seem to flank a lot, because there's not really any reason for them not to, because Assailant haven't really been taking as much map control as they should, in my opinion. Is ZY left a 2v1 with 20 HP against 2 full HP targets? But I feel like with some good dart placement he might be able to get this. As long as he can take the turret out before it kills him, I think he'll be fine. He does manage to do so. Luckily enough for him, I was expecting that to go horribly wrong. Unfortunately, the caster's curse is not with me today. Mix is aware that he can come from the situation, but turns around at the wrong time. Alarm bot is there to keep him alert and ready for the flank. Takes him down. 5 to 6,
Last
first
round
time.
for the half.
Well, not the first time actually. Ignore what I was going to start saying there, but it is the last round of the half. Will we see it end in a 6-6? It is this round. We're going to find out. Lockdown's available for Mix though, and he has been using that quite well this game, so I feel like it's going to come through and be very advantageous to either taking a site or post-plant position. I do think a pause is going to come through. Yeah, it has done. I don't really know if you're allowed tactical pauses in this game, or if people at this level would even tactical pause, but I always like to think that it might be a tactical pause. But it never is. Unpause comes through. I don't think they had time to think of a cohesive strat in that time, so you know, probably just someone's mum walked in the room or something of that nature. Zero looking to set up a dart here. Coming out quite far. He might have been peaked there if someone had pushed up aggressively, but he feels pretty confident because Assailant haven't really been pushing aggressively this whole round. So he's just willing to take that chance. Some spawn coming through this smoke, making sure no one's pushing through it. We do have Killjoy kind of being aware of this flank a little bit, which is nice to see because they have been going for it quite often. And as Killjoy hasn't seen anyone or heard anyone come for the flank, it looks like this bomb might be creeping over towards this B side of the map. Because they might feel it's an A stack, to be honest. I would kind of have read a little bit that into it, as I had not heard anything over towards B. And usually they throw some stuff over towards B, but it's a nice bait from Hyrdo5 because there are still 2 members on this bomb site. Breach stun comes through, and Z-Right is already off the bomb site, running very far away. Oh, he's just looking for a lineup back onto the B side of things. Killjoy is coming in with the bomb, does manage to take out Drap, who is looking for that flank. But that pressure that Drap was putting on did allow his team to push up closer to this site and give Rise a kill onto Mix, coming in with a flank side swipe. And it's brought down into a 3v3. H5 turbine. He really needs to check this left corner. He does not, but he does go in. A really nice spam from him through the wall right there, taking down Hitch, bringing his team into a 3v2, and Z-Right bringing it into a 3v0. Very nice play from them, ending the half 6-6. And some friendly banter going in the chat right now, thinking that they killed Rays. Interesting. Sides have been swapped, and this is where I got confused the other day. Okay, so Hyrdo5 are still on the top. Okay, right. We're good to go. I know which team's which. Hopefully I don't mess it up this time like I did the other day. It's looking like it's going to be a 5-man play over towards this B site again. I do feel like we see a lot of teams, well, the only 2 teams I've watched, I feel like I see them go for these 5-man pistol plays quite often. Usually with a lot of ghosts bought up. Only 2 this time. Rise does opt for that classic armour. Doesn't really feel like he needs the wrong dude again. It's 4, wrong side of the keyboard. Doesn't feel like he needs... Oh, he's got all of his utility. I guess I'm not really that used to how much things cost. It does look like Nephilim is looking for maybe an aggressive sort of peek, but he was just playing for some sound cues, I think. Doesn't hear anything, is going to back up to this kind of far back angle, sees, moves, peek that, falls back to the site. Good decision. He didn't really need to take that kill, and if he died it would have been a 4v5 for his team. So he gets the info, falls back to site, and now they're in a prime position to defend. Hitch does fake out the TP, so that is something that people are aware you can do, but they don't really expect you to do it until you do it. Vulnerability does come through on the H5 turbine, so you can be one shot with it's quite a high chance that you can get one shot with this classic. Doesn't end up peaking. What am I even talking about? H5 turbine, unfortunately, lose that pistol round thanks to some heroics from Chaos Knight. He really does seem to turn up in these pistol rounds. We have seen him take a lot of kills in them. I think at least 5 of his kills, 6 of his kills, I think, have come through in those pistol rounds. So it's nice. It's nice to have someone on your team that feels really confident in the pistol rounds, and it does look like they are not going to opt for another pistol v pistol round, and picking up some Marshall Spectres across the board, and some light armor on a Hitch, going for this wide peek in bathrooms. No one's going to peek it quite yet, but if they do, I feel like it's going to be a pretty quick death for them, because Chaos Knight does have quite good aim. And if they just walk into it, they are going to go down. Headshot coming through onto Alza. He's looking to get aggressive with this Marshal, just taking the ult orb, and maybe he's going to back away. Yeah, feels pretty calm. Just hear the boombot aggro to someone, so knows that someone, at least, is over here. But it looks like it is going to come through into a final A execute, just without utility, so A push, I guess you could say. Hopefully, we see Assailant win this one, as they do have the better weaponry. Smokes come through. Hyrdo5 don't push with it. Maybe looking to bait a rotate, and it has worked. Sova has gone over towards his B side of the map. Dart coming through, looking for some information. Doesn't get anyone. Hitch in a really nice position to take out some people right now. Takes down Drap. Zero does come through that classic right click, and that's why I love the classic one. It's just the right click potential is so nice. Nephilim kind of take his third kill of the round right there. Eco frags, so I'm not going to hype it up more than I need to. But some stats on the board for him nonetheless. And we come into this, what I would think would be a first gun round. Maybe Assailant are going to go for like a save through round, so just stick with these Spectres, and if they win then it's kind of a bonus round. Yeah, bonus round, that's what you call it. And it looks like they're going to do that. They're going to be able to buy next round even if they win or lose, so they're just treating this one as a bonus round. And if they lose it, they're still going to be ahead. So I do think that is the right call. They don't really have enough to buy full weapons across the board. Sova does end up going with a Vandal, but he does usually play further back towards the site, so unlikely he's going to lose it early on. He looks like he wants to drone here. He wants to drone somewhere, and then he's like, maybe not, and then he's going somewhere else. He's looking to drone through to bathrooms right now, and is going to peek ahead with it so Chaos Knight can take some forward peeks. They do hear someone in the left-hand corner, and that's the bomb by Bathrooms. Ult comes through, looking for the next target. Does manage to pick up a Vandal for our troubles, and at this point, I'll be calling my teammates over, looking for some coverage of this bomb, as it's pretty detrimental to Hyrdo5 winning the round. They do need it to plant, unless they kill everyone. It's the only way they can win a round. Flash is coming through. Chaos Knight covers for his teammate. Location is revealed from a Cypher camera, but Nephilim coming through with an ult. Does get taken down by Omen, but they still have control of this bomb, and that's what I feel is important currently. Cypher is getting pushed right now by Raze, and gets sideswiped. Not aware that Chaos Knight had flanked in that situation, as the cage was up. TP comes through, but it's fine because Alatoon just turns around and takes that kill. And I think they are aware that Omen's around here somewhere because he killed Phoenix's ult earlier, but he isn't going to go for it, opting to save his weapon in this situation again. I think is a good idea. His teammates are quite low on money. He's going to have the one rifle next round unless they choose to buy around it. Hopefully he can get something to go with it. He is top of the kills for his team, so you would hope he would get at least one this round and maybe aid his team to victory. They're going to buy some pistols around it, see if they can make this round work. But Assailant buying up rifles again. Money's still looking good. They're going to be able to buy next round again, even if they do lose this round. And they are up 9-6 right now, so in a pretty nice spot. Hyrdo5 will need to pull some things out of the bag if they want to take control of this game economically. Alatoon is going for this orb long. Really ballsy play, because there was 3 people there ready to peek him, but his dart coming out, meaning no one, they were too scared. They didn't want to get revealed and peeked from that long corner. So relatively safe to go for that, I think. Whereas the Moose is looking to throw down some utility for his team. Does get revealed, but Sova does not have his ult up available, so he's going to be pretty safe. Omen has actually gone for the TP this time, wasn't a fake. I wasn't going for the fake. And yeah, I saw they were hovering quite close to this teleport area, and I was remembering a play they did the other day where they did this exact same thing and got A for completely free. Looks like it's going to go down pretty much the same way Only Assailant are looking to retake it before the bomb's even gone down. 5v2 right now. ZY with a nice shock dart. Nephilim very lucky to be alive right now because that classic is pretty deadly close range. Does miss those right clicks, but it's fine because Mick's there to save him. And Mix is there to save people quite a lot, I've noticed. He's very good at getting kills when he needs to. He has been turning up for his team. That I've seen so far, at least. And a little bit of a snippet. They do have 2 new players on this Assailant 5 roster, so, you know, I think rosters for Valorant at the moment are going to be kind of up in the air right now. No one's going to really know to stick with who, because the game is out and very recent. So I do feel like a lot of teams we are going to see are going to be quite new. But they are looking to gel quite well together. Hitch is not looking too hot, but he was looking hot yesterday, so I feel like that's fine. And again, H5 Turbine looking towards this B area of the map, but they do like to take advantage of the teleporter. So maybe they are going to do another little fake. Hopefully if they do, Assailant are going to be kind of ready for this. But it looks like they're just going straight in. Drap looking for this entry frag onto a blind. Mix does find it. His aim is going to find the head of Mix. Thankfully, but Nephilim taking the kill in return. Healing up 6 HP. Yeah, like, I don't know, man. It's very strange to me how Phoenixes decide to heal it, because the Molotov does do a decent amount of damage. I just don't really know how you would decide that. Nephilim does get a kill onto Moose as he TPs, but Alza does the same. Alatoon taking a really nice spray down double kill, and it is him left alone against Drap. Does have ult available and a drone, so if he can find where this jet is, he is going to be in a pretty nice spot. You need to check this left side. He does, finds her, and now is aware of where she is. He's revealed, so he might be able to get a pre-fire, but doesn't get it. Drap with a triple kill of his own, reminding us that he is still in this game and his aim is still as crispy as it was yesterday. Just reading the chat a little bit here. Yeah, Turbine was playing Brooch yesterday, completely going off, and he has switched to Cypher. Maybe it's just something he's not comfortable with. It's a very different role. It's playing back onto site, playing a little bit less aggressively as he was with this Breach. I don't think anyone's playing badly particularly. I feel like it's just you have roles that play back and roles that play forward, and people are more likely to get kills than other people. So I don't really think the scoreboard is a good, very indicator of how well people are doing. Bulldog does come through for Risemoose, and this is the first time we see an AWP come through for Assailant. Does manage to take that kill onto the Alza, even though they were blind, almost missing that head, but ZY coming through with a nice one-tap from this Vandal, taking advantage of the fact that it can one-tap at any range. Alatoon looking for a nice aggressive play right now. Does get caught in the back, so they know he's here. Dodges the flash and looking to come back in for this Omen. Not aware that there's somebody right behind him, but they do manage to escape, and Turbine taking that kill through the smoke. A nice little aggressive play. It just would have been nicer if we managed to get out of that. But I do see a lot of people get spammed through smokes in this game. The angles are just so much smaller that it's easier to spam people through these smokes. Cypher ult does come through, so I know that everybody, well, the majority of Hyrdo5 are towards, Assailant are towards its A site, so they go straight towards B, and it's only Killjoy available, and it is up to her to go huge, and she does, taking down Drap, even with that Blade Storm up, taking down Turbine right after, looking for this third kill, doesn't get it, but it's fine, because Hitch is there to take that one away from Hyrdo5. Yeah, I think these teams are just experimenting at the moment. Like I said, I don't think they have been together for very long. I don't think they could have been together for very long just because of how new the game is. So it's a lot of kind of discovering what people are best in what role, who gives the best calls, who's the best at strategizing, and not having to pay attention to their aim all the time. You know what I mean? It's going to be a lot of that, I feel, for at least the initial kind of startup phase of this game. We do see Hyrdo5 taking a very laid-back approach to this round with the pistols. Maybe they're going to use this kind of freeze time of nothing much happening to think of what they're going to do in the next round. Nephilim
Careful now.
looking for a kill on long. Does get dinked by the sheriff. Through the wall though, so he manages to survive it. And I think he was far enough away to survive it anyway. But he's going to heal himself up a little bit with that wall. Completely missing all the action watching someone stare at an orange screen right now. That is completely my fault. Hitch with a kill onto Zrai. And it looks like this push has kind of fallen short for Hyrdo5, but you kind of expect that with them only having ghosts, no armor, not having bought full utility for this round. I think Jet's looking to dash over to this site and maybe take down Hitch as he is caught out trying to smoke. Maybe able to get a bomb plant here. The smoke does come down, but Allotune does
I have retrieved the spike.
drop the bomb planter before they plant it, which means they don't get as much money as they could have done. And Mix getting the last kill by the teeth though. Only
Match
2 people
point.
surviving, but it's fine because they've got money for this game and the next one, and they are on match point right now, so they must be feeling pretty happy with themselves. Doing really well into this game. Chaos Knight again, I do like to see someone else on the AWP other than Drap, because the AWPs are really nice to watch. It's really crisp, clean. He's going to go over towards bathrooms again, so this might be expected, and no one's going to come over to bathrooms. But again, Chaos Knight can play with this info. Knowing that no one's bathrooms could be a good thing. Nephilim is going to flash out, just a little bit of a bait there, isn't going to push with it, which is a good thing because we have seen Hyrdo5 playing anti-flash when pushing towards Hooker. A lot of noise made over towards this B side of the map. So Sova is going to rotate over, and the drone out does see Jet out long with her AWP of her own. Tags her, but nothing really to take her down. Off the back of that, and they're just looking to rotate 4 players over. There's just not very many angles for 4 people to play on this bomb site. So I feel like it's just their interest to play retake, because there's just not really very many places to play.
They are.
Hooker is going to be revealed. They do know there's 2 people in there. I think Omen is going to throw out some smokes for his teammates. And Hyrdo5 are looking to still get aggressive onto this B side as the bomb isn't by this TP. Ready to go to the other side of the map. H5 Turbine does entry with the bomb. Just straight out goes and plants, hoping that no one's over on this left side. Does get it down, but goes down straight after. And Killjoy ult. The lockdown does come through. So they're going to know where pretty much everyone is as they've killed both the people that they saw come out of Hooker. Sova does ult, maybe baiting people out to push him. Takes down Mix with it as well. And manages to somehow turn this around into a 3v2. But it's fine because Chaos Knight hit a really nice shot and I couldn't find what the number was, so I completely missed Zerai's incredible clutch right there. Taking 4 kills for himself and nicely saving his team from losing this round. Looking for overtime right now. I do believe it's on win by 2, which is, I think, the official way it is. So once you get into overtime, you have to win clearly by getting 2 rounds ahead of your team, of your opposition to win. But for that, they are going to have to win 4 rounds consecutively with not the best buy in the world. They do have 2 Bulldogs coming through. They have an AWP on Drap, which is going to be interesting to see. Again, it is 2. And is looking for this pick towards long. Very versatile with his AWP. Drap is. We have seen him go towards all corners of the map looking for this initial pick. No one is going to peek into him, I don't think. It is only Killjoy over here on this B side of the map, because I've heard some information over towards A. Looking to get a little bit of aggressive in bathrooms, but Chaos Knight deciding he wants to get away with his life for now. Hyrdo5 also thinking pretty much the same thing. They're backing over towards his B side of the map. Assailant, I think, are reading this. No, that dart does stick them in place, so they still think it's going to be A just because of that dart. I wonder how long it'll take them to realise that they have rotated to the other side of the map. Still over on this A side of the map. They've realised now, just as this aggressive push is about to come in onto Killjoy. Breach ult comes through. Killjoy is going to get hit by that. Hopefully survives long enough to live. Drap taking this position up here, which we have seen him take before. Mix going to get a dink onto the Alza, but unfortunately not anything else. And 4v5. Rise Moose getting the kill onto Hitch. Sova getting the kill onto Rise Moose. Trey's going all over the place. Turbine with a really nice flank. Taking down 2 members of Assailant. And they win that round if 4 players still alive. good for them, but unfortunately they still haven't managed to economically to beat Assailant's economy. They still have enough to fully buy this round, but if they do lose this, they are going to have to either eco or force by the next round. And well, yeah, if they lose this, they are going to have to eco the next round, so it's going to be even better for Hyrdo5 to take this game into overtime. Assailant, obviously, if they win this round with these full rifles, they'll win the game, so they are looking for this round definitely. Grenade does come in off the bat, so you're right, just spot someone with this drone, but again, there's not really to follow up on that, just a little bit of info, like, oh hey, Sova's on B, or on A. Like, what are you going to do with that info? I do not know. But it looks like Chaos Knight is going to take down Omen. I can't switch over to them. I can. Something's just a little bit messed up with my keyboard, it seems. Nephilim does ult from very far away, so he's going to have to push up very far to get any info. He's just looking for info with this, not really kills. As he's walking around with his knife out, just trying to get to places as fast as possible. Does not think it's going to be A because he saw no one. Omen's going to fake that TP. So that might lead Hyrdo5 to come over to this bomb site, not knowing Omen's still here. Omen has been playing this corner quite often. Flash does not get him, but they are aware that he might still be there. H5 Turbine coming in with another kill. And that is going to be the bomb getting planted.
Spike planted.
Nephilim just got the info he thought he wanted, but turns out it was completely fake, rotating over towards the opposite side of the map. And Chaos Knight is still alive with an incredible flank from this bathrooms area, taking down 4 members of the team and an ace with the grenade to push his team through to the end. I kind of was expecting him to do that. I was about to mention that he needs to BM or it wasn't a real victory, but he did it anyway, so good on him. I like it. Good on Assailant. That's the first map we have seen them take against Hyrdo5. Always nice to see. And yeah, my voice hasn't completely run out yet, so
Good game, boys.
we are looking good.
Did you want to do split, or maybe we could do a different map, like a heaven or a...
Teams are just looking into which map they want to go next right now. Pretty reasonable thing to talk about.